What's going on, guys? How are you? I hope you're doing great. Anyway, today what I'll be doing is I'm analyzing one of the set of questions available on past paper mock exams for it comes to English ordinary level. I would like to go with you through how to choose the question provided to you for when it comes to the 30 points, because the 10 points are very easy. I'm just doing the 30 points and I want you to know which question is the right one for you. As I said in my previous video on higher level, there's always a question that's the easiest out there. They don't tell you which one it is, but there's always one that is the easiest and there's always one that is the hardest. So it's your job to determine which one it is. And I will show you in this video how to determine that, and then I'm going to proceed on telling you how to answer the question and how to divide your paragraphs and plan as well. So take a look at this set of questions. I think this is 2018 mock exam. I'm not pretty sure, but anyway. The first question that you get, of course, you have to choose one of them and not answer all three. So the first one is, write about the importance of either loyalty or betrayal in the play King Lear. This is very easy so far, so clear. So loyalty is highly portrayed through Cordelia, betrayal is highly portrayed to the other sisters, and then you can also talk about the subplot about Gloucester and his sons. Now, if you look at this one, from the list below, choose the phrase or phrases that best describes your overall response to the play. I found the play entertaining, I found the play disturbing, I found the play boring. So this, in my opinion, is much easier. What about the third one? You have been asked to show your class 3 objects that you think help to reveal something about the life or personality of one of the following characters from the play King Lear, Cordelia or Kent. I would definitely not choose this one because you'll have to, this is very risky. You'll have to choose 3 objects that symbolize one of these characters, and this is very risky because you can go wrong. I mean, for Kent, I would choose a sword, how he defends the king until the end, or then I could just choose, I don't know, the same thing for Cordelia, and then, for instance, I don't know, I would choose like a flower symbolizing how she falls in love with the prince. But anyway, this is something that's risky, so this is a no-go for you. I would choose one of these 2. This one is easier than the first, despite the fact that loyalty and betrayal is very easy to talk about. The problem with loyalty and betrayal is that it limits you. However, here, if you look at the set of questions, it says, I found the play entertaining, I found the play disturbing, I found the play boring. Which one would I choose? I would just say I found the play entertaining, for example, and then I can argue so many things. I could talk about every single character and everything that made the play entertaining, right? So first thing, I'm gonna show you what I'll do. So this is the plan after choosing. So I found the play entertaining. So if you look at this, I need to give reasons. So this is what you should be doing prior to starting your answer. You need to form like a plan to what would I be writing about, right? So you need to write it down with your pencil prior to starting. Always take around a minute or 2 maximum for this, and then you'll have your answer ready to be written out. So let me look at the points that I need, or the ones that I want to invoke, right? So why did I really find the play entertaining? So number 1 reason is because 2 sisters go against their father, and he is blinded by their words. Also, the one daughter that he thought is the most evil, Cordelia, turns out to be the righteous one. Great, so this is my first reason. Then I could talk about the same for the subplot in terms of Edgar and Edmund. Great, so I already have 2 points arguing this. What about a third point? What made it more entertaining? I would say maybe the fool is actually smarter than how he is treated or named. And then if I want to, and here I'm talking about how the fool, but despite giving this like this insulting, if I may say, nickname called the Fool, he still knows a lot about about the situation and foresees the future more than King Lear himself. But then I have to go in details. Remember, guys, Details are very significant. So it's not enough only to say this. You have to tell me, for instance, if you look at the first point, it says, two sisters go against their father. Tell me, how do they go against him? How is he blinded by their words? What are their words? Show me some quotes about that. Then one daughter, Cordelia, he banishes her. Why does he do that? What does she say? Nothing will come of nothing. But what else? All right. Number 4, if I wanted to talk about, I could say Kent stays loyal to the end. Another reason why it's entertaining. Remember, guys, emphasis is very important when you're answering the question in both higher and ordinary. You need to emphasize every paragraph by restating the question. So I would say one of the reasons that the play is entertaining, or one of the reasons that further contributes to the why I was entertained by the play, or why I found the play entertaining, was or is because, whatever. Remember, tense consistency is very important. Write in one tense. So you're asking me, which tense do I write in, right? So look at the question, and in the question, it's going to tell you which tense to write in. So here, for instance, choose the phrase or phrase that best describes. See, it's present. So I'm going to write in present tense. So here, you have been asked to show your class 3 objects that you think help. Great. So it is present as well. Write about the importance of either loyalty. So supporters, this is also present. 95% of the questions provided in single text are in present tense, so you need to answer them in present tense only. Now comes to the second point of mine. How do you answer these questions in terms of paragraphing? How do you separate your paragraphs? The first thing that you want to know is that you want to have a very rock solid introduction that mentions these points that you're going to argue, right? So you want to first say, I found the play King Lear by William Shakespeare entertaining because of various reasons. These include how Goneril and Regan contribute to the entertainment of the play by betraying their father, while Cordelia, and then you just continue what he wrote here. Another reason is that the same happens with the two brothers, Edgar and Edmund, and how the father chooses to trust the illegitimate evil son while Edgar is the rightful one, just like Cordelia. You see what I'm doing here? I'm naming the points that I will argue, but I'm not writing them in a terms of like, hey, today I'll be doing this and that. No, because if you wrote that way, it's going to become a speech or a talk, and that is not a question. You need to write formally, all right? Now, this comes to me to the second paragraph. The second paragraph, you will need to write about the first point that you're arguing about. So two sisters go against their father, and tell me, explain, talk about the details, emphasize why is it entertaining. Third paragraph, this one. Fourth paragraph, that one. Fifth paragraph, this. This is what you always need to do. And then you conclude by reinstating the introduction in a different manner. So you can always conclude by saying henceforth, or as a result, or in conclusion, or I don't know, after all, or any of the other millions of phrases that you can find online. Anyway, guys, this is everything that you need to know and to get a really good grade. Watch your punctuation, mechanics in general. Language is very important in terms of that, but in terms of purpose and coherence, this is all that you need to know. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Stay tuned and see you next time.